Sean Foley here at the Foley Performance Academy with one of our students, Aiden Yee. And Aiden's been struggling a little bit with greenside bunker shots. Unfortunately, all of you kids have grown up with a lob wedge, and one of my friends on the PGA Tour, Ian Poulter, is probably better with a 6-iron than most great amateur players are with a lob wedge. And what happens is when you come in here, and we're going to use a 9-iron for today, we're going to have to change our setup a little bit, and then Aiden's going to have to be creative and figure out how to play this bunker shot without as much loft. What's going to happen is once he learns how to do this and he does it well, when he goes back to a lob wedge, it's going to seem incredibly easy. So for me, if you have great bunker technique, you should be able to hit a high soft 9-iron or 8-iron out of the greenside bunker. So let's start with that, Aiden. So what are you going to have to do, Aiden, with your setup? Are you going to play the ball back in your stance or up in your stance? So Aiden's going to play it up in the stance. And why are you going to play it up in the stance? Okay, so one thing that we're going to need is more of a shallow attack angle. So by playing it up in the stance, he's going to do that. And then also with the ball more up in his stance, when he starts releasing the golf club and he lets the club head go under and past the ball, it's going to allow him to square the face up. Now the face is going to be open, but what we're going to do is by playing the hands back in this fashion, the face isn't going to point as far to the right as it would there. So we're going to get in here to where we add some loft, get the face more square, and then what are you going to have to do with your setup as far as the grip? Are you going to have it high or low? As far as where's the shaft going to be? Is it going to be up here or is it going to be down here? Okay, and what do you feel when the shaft's that low? What does it help you do? Okay, so it allows him to launch it higher. The lower the hands get, the more angle there is between the shaft and the lead arm and the trail arm. So there's going to be a lot more hinging, which is going to help us create speed as well as shallowing out the angle attack and helping us deliver the right amount of loft that we need. So let's see how you do it, Aiden. Okay, so the funny thing is he's just hit this shot that's come out high and soft, and if you saw him 5 minutes ago with his lob wedge, he didn't get a lob wedge even that close. And again. Okay, so one of the great things I've always seen with great bunker players is that when they get into a shot, they get into this position with their stance. They have this much ankle flex, this much knee flex, this much hip flex, and they do a very good job of staying in those flexes. And by doing so, they're going to go into the sand at the same exact point. So if there's a lot of lowering or even standing up, you're going to be pretty inaccurate at how the club enters the sand. And the key to a bunker shot is really the speed and trajectory you're moving the sand at. So we want to make sure that we anchor in there and then do all of the work from there with our hands and arms and our upper body. I'm not really telling you how to play a bunker shot. I'm just showing you that if you can get to where you can hit a 9-iron out of a bunker high and soft with spin, you're going to feel very competent and confident when you go into the bunker with a sand wedge.